Have you ever started out on a trip and ended up at the wrong place? So discouraging. You have to go back and you lose so much time to get back on track. Well, we're going to talk to you about being on track with God today on Voice of Faith. Psalm 32:8, it says this, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way that you should go. I will guide you with my eye." Listen, don't end up where you never intended to go. There's a lot of people, as I said earlier, there's a lot of people who will start out on a trip, they'll start out in a journey, they'll start out in life, start out in marriage, start out in a business venture, and end up where they never intended to go. And they have to start over, get back on track. And such, it can be frustrating, a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted life, a lot of wasted energy. Well, how can you keep from that happening? Well, the first way and the best way is seek God early. He says, "I will teach you." He says, "I will instruct you in the way that you should go." That's why our 21 days of prayer and fasting is so important at the very beginning of the year, that we're seeking God. I see people all the time saying, "I'm going to do this. I've decided I'm going to do this. I'm going this direction. I don't want this. I don't," they're saying I, rather than saying, "I really sought the Lord on this, and I really sense that this is His direction in my life." Now, that's how we get direction from God. And the Bible says He will guide you with His eye. I thought about that. What's that mean? That means that God will guide us with what He sees fit for us. Not what we see fit, but what He sees fit for us. Many times what we see is not what God sees. As a matter of fact, the Bible says, "Eye is not seen, ear is not heard, the things that He has prepared for those that love Him, but by His Spirit He has revealed it to us." So you can't determine the will of God by the things that you see or even the things that you hear. You got to determine it by what God tells you. Eye is not seen, ear is not heard. So, we may hear a lot of things naturally, and it can lead you to all the wrong places, and you'll end up where you never intended to go. So that's a great word for you today. Get serious about seeking God. Please join us on this 21 days of prayer and fasting. Go to our website. There's more information on that. I love you. God bless you. And thank you for being with me today. And don't forget, if you work the word will work.